Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. Today we're gonna do a marathon of the band Toto, and I've of course heard a bunch of songs. They're so famous, even to people like Alexia and I, who lived in Mexico. But we did listen to some best of, I guess. Like I do remember songs such as I think it's Rosanna, Africa, and stuff like that. But I was super surprised when we did our first reaction here in the channel of the song Hydra, and it totally threw me off because, I mean, to be completely honest, I always thought Toto was more like a pop band instead of like this proggy rock band. So yeah, I'm super stoked here to do these 4 songs of different albums and years as well, and they're all fairly long, so that's exciting. Yeah, so give me 1 second here, because we have to thank JK for this request. Thank you, JK, for requesting this marathon, for sponsoring it. Just thank you so much as well for the Cars marathon, the Cars 2 that's coming up soon, and some other good stuff that JK requested for the channel. So I really want to thank you for this. Thank you so much, just for, changing it up a little bit, because yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have some other styles of music coming in, it's really, really cool, so okay, let me just read off these songs and then we'll get into it. So we're gonna start it off with from Kingdom of Desire album, that is 1992. We're gonna do Jake to the Bone. Then we will do from the Tamboo album 1995, we're gonna do I Will Remember. Then from the Falling in Between album 2006, wow, this is all later Toto, I love it, Dying on My Feet. And then we're gonna do Minefields from 1999, Better World. Wow, I'm really stoked to do this because, like I said, I expected more like a 70s 80s marathon of Toto, but no, this is 90s and early 2000s. Wonderful. So well, let's get into it. I can't wait. And like I said, all these songs are a bit on the longer side, and that really excites me. That's just, it's not going to be just the typical radio hit. It's going to be something else, I hope, right? So let's just get into it. And thanks everyone for being here, for watching. If you're a Toto fan and this is your first time here on the channel, welcome. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, whatever makes you happy. All right, so let's go. Let's get into it. Jake to the Bone. Here we go. God, what do we have here? This is literally like, this sounds the music that I listen to. This sounds like jazz fusion, it sounds like Return to Forever, Greg Howe, all that good stuff, it literally sounds like jazz fusion. I can't believe that's Toto. It's just like, that's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want people to hear, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the song Africa and Suzanne, I think it's Susanna, and all those classics, but man, isn't this wonderful? I mean, Okay, let's just keep it going here. Okay, we're back. So I did get a call from someone. Somebody butt dialed me mid song, and I had to kind of like start over. But we're all good. I just uninstalled the program. Yeah, because there's no way to like silence it, and it just like starts calling into the song. And since we record a lot, we can't afford that stuff. So okay, let's continue. Boom. I can't believe it. I didn't even know. I mean, now it makes a little bit more sense. I didn't really know that they did instrumentals. I do know that my first exposure to Toto ever was when I watched the movie Dune. When I was, I don't know, like I guess in my somewhere in my teens, and I'm a huge David Lynch fan. So Dune, of course, and huge, as you can see, Star Wars. He was going to direct Return of the Jedi, but he didn't. But I remember at the end, in the end credits of Dune, the first movie, not the new one. They made the soundtrack. They composed all the soundtrack, and also this really cool song at the end. And you can see like this ocean with these waves, and you see the actors and the name of the actors, and there's like this instrumental piece with guitar, and it's Steve. I think his name is Lukather or something like that. And I was like, wow, that's that pop band, right? And I think, wow, they did a soundtrack. That's odd, But now, I mean, there's such great musicians that I'm not surprised that it can pull this off. This sounded literally like, Scott Henderson, like the stuff that I listened to, Frank Gambale, Brett Garsett. I mean, maybe a little bit more upbeat, but very cool jazz fusion here, like proggy and very cool. So I can't wait to listen to more. So this was from the 90s. This was from 1992. Okay, cool. Let's see how they changed to 1995 in Tamboo. I will remember. Let's see if this one has some lyrics. Not that I miss the lyrics, not at all. I love instrumental music, but let's go ahead and listen to more. this is so good. And I just like read uh okay, so I have the permission now to say JK's first name, so it's Tim. Thank you so much, Tim, for revealing that. And he even said, "Hey, you can call it like Tim's Toto's Marathon." But hey, Tim, this is awesome. This also sounds very cinematic. It just sounds like could be like a song from, I know it's not, but like Top Gun or something. It sounds very cinematic. Doom, doom, boom, 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 boom. Those drums and the keyboards are just like giving us this bed of sound, and then just the singing on top. Oof. My lord. I mean from the first song, still the solo is still in my head. It's such great musicianship, these guys. I mean, no wonder they're as big as they are, but they also can write a good commercial song without it being bad. I've always loved this band, but I never ventured into this stuff. This is like right up my alley. It's so good. Thank you so much, JK or AKA Tim. Thank you so much also for that. Okay, let's keep going.
Breaks the promise the hardest to keep. It leaves only truth here to find. When the spirit is crushed and the hurt is so deep between you and I. Even when love is come and gone, and our hearts are moved alone, I will remember. There was a time we had the trust, and then always was enough. I will remember. Even when love has come and gone, and our hearts have moved alone, I will remember. There was a time we had the trust, and that always was enough. I will remember. I will remember
Wow. Beautiful. Those subtle like piano sections there, and just the drums during the entire song were just like beautiful. Like he never touched the snare. Well, maybe he did, but he just kept it outside the boom boom boom. I'm not a drummer, so I don't know what is, but man, did this sound good. This whole thing sounded amazing. Okay, now 2006, and then Minefields. Let me see because I don't know if that's the order that JK wanted. Yeah, he wanted Better World of first. Thank God I checked. So yeah, because we'd be kind of out of sync here, out of time. Okay, so this is from 1999. Better World. Yep. And then we're gonna play the 2000. So okay, here it goes.
Hello, my friends, I'm calling to you. The things we believed are no longer true, 'cause we're older now, so much wiser than before. The pain we have felt, we hold deep inside. The dues we have paid and the tears we have cried, and the emptiness, can we take it anymore? Have we lost all our faith in our God and all that we are?
Wow.
When we look at our lives, what are we fighting for? Oh, let's make this a better world. Push comes to shove, what do we really learn? Oh, let's make this a better world. When you're lying awake with your life in your head, thinking about friends who are already dead, we can change.
Okay, so oh my god, this is so good. Um I can't believe it, you know. They're so it sounds really proggy, it sounds so dull. It reminds me like bands like when Dream Theater does like a power ballad, you know, it's like really, really good. Like I can't believe it. And this guitar player, man. I mean, I know I've always known that he's super good, but these solos are so like emotional. They're such good musicians. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I have to do something. Just a second. All right, and I'm back. As you can see, I put a little bit of like crap in my hair because it's so distracting that when I come out of the shower, my hair is so like light that it's just in my face and it drives me in frick insane. So and then I just hate putting stuff in my hair, so it's either cut it or put stuff in my hair. So okay, let's continue. And that way you can also see my face. I was just like, shit, man, it's like constantly in my freaking face. Okay, let's continue. Let's go back a little bit, and here we go.
Let's make this a better world. Push comes to shove. What have we really learned? Oh, let's make this a better world. Is there hope for us all as we're waiting to die? Lying in bed as we take a last sigh.
I swear to God, man, Steve, and now his name is like, I think Dutch or something. Steve Lukather, I think it's Lukather or Lukather. It doesn't matter how you pronounce it. You know who I mean. He is on the level of like all the greats, Steve Vai and Joe Satriani and Eric Johnson and Greg Howe, and he's just so good. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how good this guitar player plays, and like, and I mean, he's fast. He has feeling, because there's guitar players that are just fast, but then it's like, oh, okay. After a while, it's like, okay, you know. But he knows how to like mix it up, like, you know. He's just so good. Like, I love his tone, I love his expression, but it goes so well. The whole band, it just goes so well together. Man, I mean, literally every freaking song is better than the other. This one started like a totally proggish, and then became like this power ballad, and but it never got too kind of like, you know, cliche. It has balls, you know. Sorry for the lack of a better word. It just is. It's ballsy, and it's good, man. It's just good music. Okay, so we've done 3 of the 90s, and this is the last one. This is from 2006, so this is from Falling Between, and I don't even know what direction they took then, but I'm sure it's a good one. Man, this whole marathon has been freaking amazing. Just the visual, an audio. I mean, visually, yes, of course. I mean, I'm not looking at the music, but all the stuff that comes in front of your eyes, you know, when you listen to this music, is just beautiful. But at audio wise, it's just a feast of great sounds and keyboards and drums and guitar solos and beautiful delivery. This band is just amazing. Toto, man, like what a discovery, because I did know when we heard Hydra, it was like something like, wow, this band is amazing. But it's like, I just wish I could just listen to everything, but then we have nothing to react to, and then I have to start writing emails like, hey, yeah, you know what, JK, or you know, Rudy or Graybeard, I already listened to this, you know. I would be honest. So that's why I kind of like try and literally only listen to what you either put in the comment section, or what you request, what you you know, what you sponsor and stuff. So it's like literally now up to you. And then I guess I don't know how this channel is gonna live, you know. So And then one day, I guess we're just gonna be able to listen to everything. But I hope this channel goes on for as long as it can. You know, I don't know the rules of YouTube and or the internet or everything. Okay, I can't hear myself, but you know what I mean. You know, so nothing lasts forever, and sometimes people have to move on. So, but as long as we have the channel and we have this community, I'm the happiest camper in the world. You know, this is really something amazing, and it's giving me my musical, like my second musical education. And it also inspires me just to pick up the guitar and, you know, study crazy stuff that I've like never even attempted, you know. And then I'm like, wow, I can actually do this. So yeah. Okay. Enough of me blabbering. We're gonna do "Dying on My Feet" from Falling in Between from the mid 2000s. Here we go.
Dying on my feet, short beats living on my knees. These hands around my neck, they get tighter as you squeeze. Hot call across the water, baby, just to get away from you. Take my life but make it shorter, seems the least that you could do. Someone reach out to me, 'cause I've lost my way. Sometimes give into things when we lie and cheat. Ooh, yeah. My life's crumbling down, time for me to pray. Deep inside, 'cause I'm dying on my feet. Life is hard, but I think compared to what? Can't see the things you're getting. You deserve just what you got. Will you still forgive me, baby, if I don't come back no more? Everything that ever mattered, baby, you keep love behind my door. Things I don't understand since you walked away. Feel this way 'cause I'm back on the street. Well, life
look, everything that Steve is doing here, the do-do-do-do-do-do-ding, and then the singing, do-do-do-do-do-do-ding, bam, bam, do-do-do-do-do-do-ding, and then they're like in the verse and like holy shish kebab. And then also, I mean, the solo, the licks he uses are freaking fantastic. I mean, he's a real winner, man. He's just amazing. But everyone here, like I said, this is just a great ensemble of guys, and it's so crazy, like, you know, that this happens so much. I guess with people that just don't know, you know, like when we started this channel, yes, we knew Genesis and we knew Toto and we thought, you know, and now we're making all these discoveries. Like we're going deeper into the, you know, like Phil Collins, but not maybe the, you know what I mean, the 90s, the stuff that we know, past the 80s stuff that we know from Toto. We're going past the 80s or 70s stuff that we know from Pink Floyd, back to the beginnings. We're doing, you know, the first album. We're going into like spaces that we were not comfortable with, that we didn't really wanted to know or not interested. And this is what I love about this channel, that you just like get eased into it by you guys, you know. And it's such a pleasure to discover another side of these bands. I never thought that Toto was going to be this heavy, and I'm not saying this is like heavy metal. No, this is just very, the way they're playing is like a normal person that listens to music on the radio would never understand this. It's just too much information. But for someone like you guys or me, or now even Alexia, this is music, man. This is what makes us happy. This is what gets us out of our depression. What makes us, hey, go on a ride, you know, and listen to music and, you know, get creative. This is the music. And some people, it's like, I saw this crazy interview and this lady just asked, like, do people even listen to heavy metal? Like, what kind of question is that? Like, do you really only listen what's on the radio? You know, because then it's just very poor. Your knowledge of music is very, very limited. And that's just, I don't know. I mean, maybe you're like a bookworm, you know, you read books and you know everything about another thing. But I mean, it's really important to get like into like musical appreciation and to listen to everything, not just the hits, you know. So yeah, I guess I'm going on my rants again, but it's so important, and that's why I'm so grateful that this channel exists and all the other reaction channels. I mean, they're amazing. You know, I don't really watch reaction channels because I don't want to spoil, you know, any reactions, but I've seen some reactions of songs that we've reacted to, and they're amazing, you know, like, okay, let's keep going.
Someone reach out to me 'cause I've lost my way. Sometimes we give in to things when we lie and cheat. And when you, baby, my life's crumbling down, time for me to pray. Deep inside, 'cause
There you go, guys. Toto for you guys that maybe there's some people out there who didn't know this side of Toto. What do you think? Let me know in the comment sections. Were you a fan of Toto? Are you a fan of the hits? Is this a completely new Toto for you? Let me know, because it was for me. This was amazing. I can't wait to play this to Alexia. She's gonna freaking love this. I mean, but for me, the most valuable player here was Steve. You know, Lucater, I think, or Lukather. I don't know. Let me know. But man, he is such a great musician. I think he also sings, and he also is a solo artist. So I can't. I'm now. I know now why they did a G3 tour with Steve Vai and Joe Satriani and him, because when I saw that for the first time, I was like, what is this guy doing there? Like, he's not even like, yes, he is. Now, I mean, he really shines, man. So I was really lucky today. I did a Neil Morse marathon with Paul Gilbert, who is also a G3 player, and now this. So man, I'm so happy with this. Thank you so much, guys, for these awesome requests. Man, you are the best. And thank you, Tim, and thank you so much for revealing your name to us. You know, I mean, that's all. I mean, we don't ask for it, but if you want to, that's awesome. So I can call you Tim or JK. It doesn't really matter, man. We're all family here, and we thank you. Thank you so much, everyone who's new to the channel, who just chimed in to watch this for the first time. I hope you did enjoy, and of course you, Tim, I hope you did enjoy, and everybody else, thank you, and we'll see each other in the next video. Take care, guys.